I'm Edie Lush, and I'm here at the Hub Pavilion in Davos, and very pleased now to be joined by John Wilbanks. He's the Vice President for Science at Creative Commons. So tell me why you're here.
So Creative Commons is here because we're launching a project with Nike, Yahoo, Best Buy, and a group of other partners that's looking to create a different way to license patents and know-how in a way that will hopefully enable both more sustainable use of technologies as well as generally enable a different layer of innovation to take place on top of companies' patent portfolios. And so we launched the project which we call the GreenXchange here in the Hub Pavilion yesterday morning with a CEO breakfast, and we're here basically working on giving more information and bringing more partners into the project.
So what's so innovative about the GreenXchange? Why do you think it's going to change the way IPs can work?
Well, the traditional way to think about a patent portfolio is as a defensive asset. It's something that you use to protect your core business and to sue competitors. And maybe you make some money off of it by licensing it to your competition or to startups, but it's something that's done in a very human-centric, artisanal fashion. And doing artisanal things is great for food and for cheese and for other types of things, but for intellectual property rights in the internet age, having at least an alternative to the traditional system that is standardized, that's high transparency, low transaction cost, has the potential to make it much easier for entrepreneurs, foundations, governments to find the technologies that they need to be using to get into a sustainable context, and then also for those companies to actually realize revenues back off of those. So what we think is really innovative about this is that it's using a bunch of different systems that exist individually, like patent licenses and standardization and systems, open source licenses in software and in culture, and really bringing those together and making them relevant for businesses that need to do collaboration together. In the same way that the internet lowers the cost of technical communication between companies, we want to lower the cost of legal collaboration between the companies using a standards-based system.
So just tell me, from your perspective, why is it that one of your partners, Nike or Yahoo, would be happy to license something that they've spent so long developing themselves?
Well, when we began the project, it became clear that for a company like Nike or Yahoo or Best Buy, that the percentage of their patent portfolio that was sustainability related was very small. Because Nike mainly makes shoes and athletic apparel. They don't sit around and design sustainable technologies. So to the extent they had patents on those technologies, they were almost side effects of the way Nike simply did business. And getting those identified and available is actually something that's not super difficult. There've been a multitude of efforts to do this in other spaces and even inside sustainability. What was different was thinking about how to get access to those core patents. So something at Nike, something more like the airbag technology as opposed to a green rubber. Because the airbag may have a multitude of uses that are actually very sustainable. It might be used to create longer lasting tires. It might be used in inflatable hospitals, each of which have their own connection to sustainability. So we wanted to design something that actually allowed for those sorts of unexpected, unintended uses without exposing Nike's core patent portfolio or Yahoo's core patent portfolio or any users to widespread infringement and use. And we looked really to the internet, which is that people have the internet, which is the way that we communicate, but everyone has private things on their own firewall. But they all use the same standards. And so we really do think that by making it possible to access some of the patents in a company's portfolio for unexpected uses, really increases the chances that someone out there is going to begin combining multiple technologies to create the sort of platform breakthroughs we need in sustainability. We don't know what the fundamental platform is for sustainability yet. We know what it is for computers, we know what it is for cell phones. But the layers of the fundamental stack of technologies for sustainability haven't been identified yet. And they may well be sitting inside patent portfolios already developed, already validated, but not accessible, not transparent, and only available at very high cost.
John, thanks very much for talking to us here in the Hub Pavilion in Davos, and I'm Edie Lush.